All right. So here's tonight's homework. This is copied from another thing, but this is what the first two problems of the sheet look like. You guys have seen that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you should have your notes. Remember we had a graphic organizer thing where it had addition here, subtraction, multiplication, division, and you had notes on how to do these. So as you're doing this homework, constantly look back at those notes to see what to do. The coldest place in Utah, Middle Sink, near Logan, is Middle Sink near Logan. One day the temperature was negative 17. You drive from Middle Sink to Salt Lake where the temperature is 30 degrees. What is the change? I don't want the answer. I want to know what you did. Caden?
You would add because there's a negative in the extent how close.
So if there's a negative and it's a subtraction, that means we're going to be, if we subtract the negative, it's the same thing as adding. Good, Caden, thank you. A way to visualize this is if you think of a number line. Let's put 0 here. Where would the negative 17 be?
Behind the 0 to the left that way.
Yeah, right over here somewhere. You see, negative 17. Where would the 30 be?
On the right. This side.
All right, so I'm going to let you guys sort of figure this out, so don't say it because I want you to do it for homework. But if you see here, we have to go to 0 first. So do say this. How many spaces from negative 17 to 0?
17.
17. Then we have to go to
30.
30, so we have 17 here, 30 more here. So you're going to see if you can figure out what the distance is. When you see this on and you're working independently, and I'm not here to help you, a lot of times the best thing to do is just make a quick sketch like I've done here, and that'll help you get the answer. Any questions about number 1?
No.
You're playing against a board game. You're playing a board game. You have to pay $50, then you win $200. After that, you have to pay $800. So let's just get our integers down. What integer would paying $50 be?
Negative 50.
Peter?
Negative 50.
Negative 50. Any questions about that?
No, sir.
All right, what about winning 200? Ian?
200. Positive.
Positive 200. So I'm just going to write them like this. Positive 200.
Wait, where'd you get 200?
You win 200.
Oh, I'll look at the 800.
Let's get to the 800 now. If you pay 800, what integer would that be?
Negative 800.
So I purposely did not set this up because I want you to do that yourself, but the integers we have are negative 50, positive 200, negative 800. You're going to write an expression. Here's an example of an expression. 3 plus 2 plus negative 5. That's what an expression looks like. You're doing it with these numbers. And then what integer or what's the answer to that expression after you've done the work? Questions about number 2?
Yeah.
All right. So you should be able to do number 2 now, hopefully. All right, number 3. You go into a business partnership with 3 other friends. Your business loses, is that $65,000?
Yes.
So $65,000.
What is that business?
Good call. What Elizabeth said was, wouldn't that be a negative? Why would it be a negative?
Because you lost.
Because you lost it, so it's a negative $65,000. Good job. You agreed to lose equally. How much money did each of the 4 people lost? So don't say it out loud because I want you to figure this out, but you have one person here, 4 people, and you are splitting this up between the 4 people. So all you have to do is think of what operation, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, what operation splits things into smaller groups? I don't want you to say because I want you guys to figure it out in homework. All right, go ahead, Ian.
At the end, you have to round it up because it's going to be keep going.
Good call. So at the end, let's say you have this as your, and I'm just making a number up. This is not the answer. I've just made this up in my head. Let's say you get this. And if it does keep going, you could probably just use a calculator to finish. Let's say it does this. How many decimal places do we use with money?
2.
2. So we look here, and we say, is that 5 or more?
Yes. Wait, no.
The next number? Yes. So that would be the rounding that you would do. sorry, I'm trying to look at the screen and do this. So with money, you round it to the hundredths place, 2 decimal places. If you get confused by that part, that's fine. We can work on that tomorrow. But try to get that if you can. Caden,
Can I tell them an easier way to do it?
what was the easier way to do it?
Just take off the zeros and then, well, I can say.
Take off the zeros, do the operation, and then put
Say
the
how to do it.
and then put the zeros back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
That's something
probably.
JC did.
Yeah.
And that work for you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I got it done in like a minute.
Good job.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
All right, let's zoom out. Go to this. Here we go. All right, here are a few of the problems from the worksheet. First thing you got to do is identify the operation. What operation is this?
Addition.
You just say it, addition. Then you're going to go to your chart, look at the addition rules. When the signs are different, what do?
Nothing.
Leave it.
You
You
subtract.
change it. You know?
No.
You subtract.
Positive.
The signs are different. Remember, you're taking away your 0 pairs.
Oh.
What's 5 minus 3?
2.
And then which one has the biggest absolute value? The positive 5. So the answer is positive 2. Questions about number 4?
No.
No.
I'm going to copy this one bigger. Okay. What's the operation?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. What do we do to every subtraction problem?
Change it to addition.
Add the opposite. So we have 3 plus negative 5. Now you're going to go to your addition rules again. When they're different, what do we do?
Subtract and then take the sign from the largest number.
Yep, and 5 has the largest absolute value, and that's negative. All right, going over number 9. And for multiplication division, a good thing to remember is this triangle. A negative times a positive. So negative times a positive is a,
Negative.
5 times 3 is?
5 times 3 is 15.
15.
15. Okay, guys, I think it's 15.
All right, paying attention again? What's the operation here?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. We don't subtract, we
Change it.
change it to addition, add the
Opposite.
opposite. So 13 plus, sorry, 13 plus 5 is? And one more. Positive divided by negative. So we're going to go back up here because we're doing division and multiplication. Positive by negative is a
Negative.
negative.
It looks like an addition sign though.
That, let me check the paper.
It looks like 5 plus
addition.
negative 3.
Oh, here's.
Is that for, it is division. You can see it on the paper better. It's because it's so small up there. It's harder to see.
Yeah.
All right, what's 15 divided by 3?
5.
So negative 5. I'll let you do the rest of that yourself. You should be able to finish the whole sheet. We did a lot of the problems already. Any questions?
Is this a video?
Yes.
Did you already finish the video?